Welcome back to Online Darts, everyone, and here we go. It is the kick-off to the 2022 season. The PDC Masters live from Milton Keynes starts on Friday. The top 24 players in the world contest for the title, and we all know what a bearing the Masters had on last year. Jonny Clayton was crowned the 2021 Master, and the rest of the year is known as the year of the ferret. It opened so many doors for Jonny, got him into the Premier League. He went on to win the Premier League 4 TV titles later, and 2021 will be a year that Jonny Clayton will never ever forget. But will history repeat itself? Will we have a new winner, or will it be one of the old foes that come along to lift the title? All will be revealed in 3 days of action at MK. £220,000 worth of prize money on offer, 60k for the winner. Remember, it's not ranked, so we'll have no bearing on the world ranking, but it could get someone's season off to a magnificent start. 4 debutants to look forward to, that is Dirk van Dijvenbode, Ryan Searle, Luke Humphries and Gabriel Clements, all playing in the Masters for the very first time. There's a couple of little changes to the lineup. Danny Noppert has decided to stay at home for the birth of his first child in Holland, so Simon Whitlock comes in for him. And then the news broke only this week that Nathan Aspinall's wrist injury still isn't right for him to play, so he is out and Devon Peterson comes in for him. Huge blow for Aspinall, but he's trying to get that wrist right for the Pro Tours, which start in about 10 days time, so huge for the Asp that he gets that right. Of course, the 8 seeded players, top 8 in the world, they don't play till round 2. They get a nice little bye through, and they will play one of the winners from the other ties. All eyes are on that little section of the draw. The world number 1 potentially could face Jonny Clayton again in a quarter-final. The sooner those two aren't linked together, the better, because we are seeing that game far too often in early rounds. Don't get me wrong, if it's a semi-final or a final, brilliant, but second round, quarter-finals, way too early to be seeing that tie. But potentially that's the way the draw works, so it could happen. Loads of talking points, loads of different things around the Masters, but that first round is a frenetic race. It's best of 11, it's what they play on the Pro Tour, and I've picked out 4 of my ties of round number 1. First up, Joe Cullen against Daryl Gurney. For me, that is the tie of the round. Joe Cullen, we all know on his day, is explosive and can do damage. Daryl Gurney, it's been a barren few years for him, but we've seen signs that Super Chin is on the way back, and over the best of 11, this really is a coin toss game. I think Joe nicks it, but he's going to have to play well to beat Chin, but I think it'll be a good one. I'm going to go 6-5 for Joe in that one. Let us know in the comments below who you think will get the better in this one. And then Ryan Searle taking on Merv King. Merv King got to the final last year. He was in a shootout with Jonny Clayton for that place in the Premier League. The pair didn't know it at the time, but that's what it ended up to be. Ryan Searle again is just getting from strength to strength. Got to the Players' Championship final only a few months ago, so he will be on a high. I think Ryan Searle wins this one. I think it's close because of the format, but I think Ryan Searle's 6-4, somewhere around there, but Merv King will also have a huge opportunity. And then huge game for different reasons. David Chisnell taking on Stephen Bunting, both disappointing worlds. Overall, Bunting had a really good year last year, but crashed at the Worlds. Dave Chisnell is on a slippery slope right now. I think he's down to about 14 in the world, so he's hanging on to that top 16 place right now. Needs a reaction from Chizzy. But for me right now, Stephen Bunting is the better player, and I think Bunts gets the better of Chizzy in the opening round here. Again, 6-4, somewhere around there. And then last up, Rob Cross against Brendan Dolan is my final pick of the first round games. Rob Cross, will he have the Premier League on his mind? We all know he won that television title last year, and that normally would get you into the Premier League, but since they've cut the format, will that be enough? Will he have to go and win the Masters? We don't know, but Brendan Dolan, a wily old character, and always does in and around, does well in these tournaments, but I think Rob Cross gets his man. Been involved in some absolute great games of late, played really well at the World Championships, but just fell short. But looking forward to that one. They're my picks. In the comments, no matter what platform you're watching this on, whether that's Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, give us your score predictions for all round one games. Let us know who you think is going to get on. And then it gets interesting. From the Saturday afternoon, the big boys, the seeds, come in, and there are so many talking points. There's probably more questions than we've got time for in this preview. Peter Wright kicks off as world champion. Last time he won the Masters, there was no fans there. Sorry, there was fans there, but he won it, but didn't get the full year as world champion. So he will be introduced as the newly crowned two-time world champion. So not sure how he's going to play, what he's going to play with, that's more to the point, but Wright will be electric, I'm sure. And then we're expecting a reaction from the world number one, Gezzy Price. Didn't win the World Championships, didn't defend it, and in the end crashed and burned a little bit. The crowd weren't great, Ali Pally, fair to say, but he needs to bounce back here, and I'm expecting a huge reaction from Gezzy Price in this one. And then first time we've seen MVG since he failed that COVID test at the World Championships and was eliminated early without throwing a dart. We saw him take the board on holiday and practice. Will he be ready? That's the question. What year are we going to get from mighty Michael van Gerwen? And it needs to be a big one. I think he'll have a good year. And then Gary Anderson, the newly married. Gary Anderson snuck off on holiday and got married. I know he was putting in a couple of practice sessions with Ryan Searle this week. Will that be enough? Because he didn't pick him up on holiday at all. So run through everything, all the talking points for the Masters. Remember, it gets underway ITV4, but here at Online Darts, we will have everything covered for you across the weekend. So make sure you are liking us, subscribing us on all those platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And remember, drop us score predictions and who you think will win the Masters title this weekend. Will it be one of the big guys, or will it be someone that breaks from the pack yet again? Premier League as well after the Masters. Who are those 8 going to be? I think most of us can guess 7. Is there a twist in the tail? Will it be someone new? Remember, all eyes are on that announcement happening soon after the Masters. I've been Phil Bars. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you all very soon at Milton Keynes.